Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing kind of a speed build. It's basically a renovation of Rindle Rose. So the other day I was on Twitter and I asked my followers what kind of build should I build for this week. This was I think on like Tuesday or Wednesday, so I'd already done Wednesday's speed build, so I was just thinking about today's speed build. And someone suggested that I do a base game and holiday pack Christmas build. And I thought it was such a cool idea. I wouldn't have thought of that. So thank you to the person that recommended that. And so basically I did a base game and holiday build. But so as you can see, I'm actually doing a renovation. And originally I did actually bulldoze this lot, but the way that the house that I was building turned out, it was practically the same shape as Rindle Rose. And I didn't get too far of it, and I thought, you know what, let's just do a renovation of Rindle Rose, and that's basically just what I did. I did actually keep the floor plan pretty much the same. I mean, I changed it slightly. I might have moved back a wall, a tile or whatever, but it's basically the same house, just Christmassy. But it's actually, there's a funny story about this. So I completely forgot about seasons being an expansion pack. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I have a summer save and a winter save that I build either summer houses in or winter houses in. And I was in my winter save and I couldn't work out for the life of me why it wasn't snowing and why it was summer. And then I realised because I disabled my pack for seasons, and that's why. I thought it was quite funny because for the longest time it was really, really annoying me. I even exited the game, came back in, and yeah. But if you have seasons, obviously it will be all wintry and stuff. But I don't know, I just thought doing this kind of build is just so perfect because I absolutely love building with limited packs. I completely understand that a lot of people do not have all the packs, and that's absolutely fine. And I just like building stuff that everyone can kind of have. And with this game, I feel like everyone can download. Well, I say I feel like everyone can download it because it is just base game and it is the holiday pack, which is a free pack as well. So basically, everyone can have it. But as you can see, I'm just doing the little pathway here. Thank God in this build, my terrain paints didn't delete. So if you saw my last build, you'll know that my terrain paints kept on deleting and it was really, really aggravating. But in this build, thank God they did not. But as you can see, I've just made a little front garden kind of thing. I would say front garden, but it's the only garden in this house because Rindle Rose doesn't actually have a back garden. It's just kind of a lot of empty space in the front. And so I thought I'd utilise the space and just make the most of it as I could. And I decided to put a little front garden in. It's not got much in it because it was such a small little area. I really wanted to put the monkey bars in, but I could have done it, but it would have taken up all of the space, and so I decided not to do that. And here you can see I spent ages trying to find the right swatch that I wanted that umbrella to be. I don't know why it took me so long, but I ended up going with the red because I thought, red is Christmassy. Red and green was kind of the theme that I went for in this house, the Christmas kind of decoration thing. And so I thought, yeah, let's just do the red. And you can see I've just added some little planter boxes here. I did add some plants in them just because it just makes the house look prettier. But if you want to actually use them, you can just delete the plants and yeah, you can just use them like that. And I just did a little bit of terrain tool underneath, and I did actually think about putting lights in this build, but I forgot. So I put the one in the middle, and then I deleted it, and then I was going to go around and put some more lights around the build, but I completely forgot, so I do apologise for that. There is no outdoor lighting in this build, but I'm sure you don't mind. But now I was trying to fix that little patch in the front. It was really, really annoying me in the terrain paints, but in the end I just left it, just because the terrain paint colour that I was using wasn't the exact colour of the rest of the house, not the rest of the house, the rest of the paint, and so I just decided to leave it. But anyway, we're now onto the interior, and I was going to do that little hallway thing that I just attempted to do, but I thought I could do it on a perfect diagonal, but I had to do a kind of straight and then a diagonal, and I don't know, I just weren't really feeling it, and so I just left it. But But you can see I'm just going in and putting all of the paints down. This is something I like to do quite a lot. I just like to have, right, so this is that room, that's that room, this is the bathroom kind of thing. Even though it was kind of obvious with this floor plan anyway which room is what, I still just like to do it just so I know what kind of colour theme that I was going for in the room. But yeah, but now we're on to the kitchen, and do you know what? I don't really tend to use base game counters quite often, but I actually really like these counters from base game. They're, I don't know, I think they're the most expensive ones actually, but I just really like them, so I do use them in this build. And I try to incorporate the holiday Christmassy table because obviously it's a Christmas build, but it just wasn't working. It just didn't work at all. So I did end up switching it for another just standard base game one, and I was quite disappointed because we didn't actually have any holiday chairs or sofas. There was a picnic table, and that was basically it. So all the other stuff is basically base game with just some decor items of the holiday pack. So yeah, I was quite disappointed about that. But you can see I'm just doing this little lounge area, and this whole room basically shifts because originally I was going with the original Rindle Rose kind of floor plan, so like you walk in and the kitchen's on the back wall over there, and I completely changed it. So you can just see it's completely shifted because it just wasn't working. There wasn't enough space for everything that I wanted to put in, and so I completely shifted it and just shifted it. And I think it looks better because, I mean, although you do walk in basically straight into the kitchen, I think it's sweet. I kind of like it. And so, yeah. But now I'm just trying to figure out what kind of blinds to put on the curtains. So the base game curtains and blinds stress me out. There's a lot of base game blinds and curtains and all that, but a lot of them are very traditional and a style that I don't like personally. So it's quite stressful to try to get like curtains and stuff, and you can see on that window to the right that I've just put some curtains on that, and that is like, it doesn't even fit properly, so it kind of stresses me out. But I don't know, one thing that I really want to see in 2019 is more curtains and blinds, and in like nicer swatches, like the My First Pet stuff, although it is that pack that everyone tries not to talk about because it's the pack that can't be named or shouldn't be named. They actually do have really good blinds in that pack, so I am quite thankful for that. But I still want more. I want more like that, like more just genuine base kind of blinds and stuff, and I want more like normal curtains and normal blinds, and hopefully we'll get it. There's a lot of stuff that I want in 2019 to come for The Sims. A lot. Like I could literally put it into a video. I'm not even sure if I ever will, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to see in 2019. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure out what to put on the walls and stuff. And this like kind of back wall, I tried to figure out what to put on there for so long, and I just couldn't figure it out. Paintings are really slacking in like the base game. They're just not great. If I'm honest, a lot of them are very like samey, and it just didn't really work. So I just ended up going with the painting that I pretty much always use in all my builds. It's just like a field with a fence in front of it. I just ended up going with that, and you can see I actually skipped over, but I did a Christmas tree because obviously it's Christmas, and I put so many presents around it, and as you can tell, the theme, as I mentioned it, but anyway, but like the theme is red and green. It's just like a classic Christmas colour. Like it's just traditional. Well, it's probably not traditional, but I seem to think of it as traditional. Just like standard Christmas colours, like green and red, and yeah. But anyway, now I'm doing the dining table, and I tried to put these, what are they called? Crackers. Are they called crackers? Something like that. I don't know what they're called. I think they are called crackers. I think I might just be a little bit tired. But I tried to place them so like every single seat had one, like you would at a normal dining table, and it just wouldn't happen. So in the end, I just end up putting 4 on the table, and it was just kind of like whoever gets them kind of thing, because there wasn't enough for the amount of seats that there was. But anyway, now I'm on to the master bedroom, which is the mum and dad's bedroom, and this bedroom, it turned like when I started like doing it, it just was kind of plain and boring, and like meh. But at the end, I actually really like the way it turned out. I actually put a little Christmas tree in this room, sorry. I put a little Christmas tree in this room, and I also put a little Christmas tree in the other bedroom. And do you know what? If I could have a Christmas tree in my bedroom, I would love to. I have a Christmas tree in my uni room, but I'm not at uni at the minute, so it's kind of sad because I can't look at it. Even though I spent so much time decorating it, but it's fine. But some people do have Christmas trees in their bedroom, and I just thought, do you know what? This household loves Christmas, so I'm going to put one in both of the bedrooms. But now I'm moving on to the little girl's bedroom, and as you can see, this room is for 2 girls. I put 2 beds in it. It doesn't have to be for girls, I just thought maybe girls. And this, I never do this, like 2 beds in one room. I never actually do that. And so I thought let's be different, because it was quite a big room for just one child or one teenager or whatever. And so I just decided to do 2. And you can see I put a little Christmas tree in, and I made it like a golden colour, because normally when people have Christmas trees in their bedroom, they try to like influence like what else is in their bedroom kind of thing, like the colour scheme, and I just thought pink and gold would look quite cool, so I did a little gold one. And now I'm just trying to figure out what to put in the dresser, and I actually do clutter the Christmas tree in the girls' bedroom as well, with loads and loads of presents. At first I did it like in a purple swatch, but I didn't like it, so I changed it to a more beigey neutral tone, and as now I just really like it. And I do actually put a computer in this room. It's the only computer in the house, because in the like living area, kind of like the lounge, kitchen and dining area, there wasn't actually enough room for one, and I just decided, you know what, let's just put it in the girls' bedroom, because they're more likely to be on their computer than their mum and dad. I mean, that's what I thought anyway. I mean, I'm more on my computer than mum and dad, so yeah. But now I'm just putting some like teddy bears by the Christmas tree. I actually did this in my Christmas grotto speed build, where I didn't like limit myself to any packs. I basically just built a little Christmas grotto, so if you haven't seen that, you should go and look at that, because I'm really happy with that build. It's literally like a little Christmas, it's just Christmas just everywhere basically. But now I'm just going to put the show hidden objects cheat on, and I always get it wrong. I always put bb's.show hidden objects on, and then I realise it's not that, or it might be that, I don't know, there's a way that I always, ignore what I'm saying, but I put the debug thing on, and then I'll get some stuff in the debug menu, just some like little Easter eggs and just little like statues and stuff, just to make the house more, like the girls' room, more like kiddish, if that makes any sense. But then I'm just going to finish up and just put some more debug items here and there. And yeah, but that is basically it for this speed build. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this little Christmas grotto kind of thing, base game version. And hopefully if you do like my content, you will like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.